and then do it completely opposite the next thing, kind of thing. Still, anyway, never mind. I've had been little moan again about that. No, I'm in the process of uploading not uploading at the moment, but in the process of getting my videos from today all joined together. Once that's all done and saved as a single file, I'll get it uploaded for tonight. What time it'll be uploaded, I don't know, probably about 11 o'clock maybe. So that's what time it normally takes. No, I did miss out 2 files. I did do barbecue today. You see me sitting there, making the barbecue and putting it on the fire. And there was another video of me actually sitting there with my barbecue, eating it. But that video was 19 minutes long, and the audio wasn't recorded for some reason. The audio just muted itself again for no reason at all. So I've taken that off. I'm not going to put that on. 19-minute video. And the other one was me actually walking around on Tom's, looking for bricks. And there weren't no audio on that one as well. But there was a couple of audio clips where I was on Tom's, getting bricks anyway. So in total, there's about a 25-minute video that I've not put up. Now, I could have put music on, but I can't be asked to do music tonight. What I might do tomorrow, if I get time, I might put up those cut clips as a separate video and just have music playing on it. But I don't know what kind of music I'll put on there. I'll have to try to find some kind of nice forestry, woodland music or something, yeah. But I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I might do, I might not. But I did not finish wall 3 today because I had to take the bottom layer off. I had to take several of the side wall which I was already on. Took that off. So I was actually starting my fireplace today. Doesn't look brilliant, but what I'm going to do next time, I'm going to take a couple of extra carrier bags and I'm going to dig as much mud as I can, and I'm going to cover the fireplace with mud because it hasn't got clay, so it might be like a mud brick fireplace, and hopefully that might work. I tried it one way, just with the actual slates, and it didn't look right. So I had to go and get the bricks from Tom's area. I could have got some from outside Ron's, but it was further, and would have took a lot more time. Apart from unless Ron could have let me use wheelbarrow, which he would have done, but I don't want to disturb Ron. So I went on Tom's land and I was able to get 6, 12, 18, about 18 bricks, I think it was. And what I've done, I put slate and bricks together. So you'll see it on the video anyway, once it's uploaded. It doesn't look too bad, but it looks a bit shitty as well. I think once I've kind of tidy up a little bit and covered it all with mud and let the mud kind of dry out, then it might be okay. I've got an open section. Now I put one of the long slates on, and there is a gap just behind there which actually goes outside the wall, the wooden wall. So the smoke, when it's actually burning, hopefully the smoke will go to the back and go out. You'll see it anyway. Notice there's a great big gap on on the back wall to the right hand wall 3. So I started doing that. Just got a couple more little bits to do on that one. Then I realised also the back wall has also got like a gap in the middle. So I've got to do that one as well next time. So next week when I go up there, I can't go out this week because I did have a Royal Mail card put for my letterbox, and I was out, and there's a recorded letter, I think. It just says too big for a letterbox. It's a parcel. So why they didn't get to one of my neighbours? Maybe they weren't in. I don't know. I could go and get it tomorrow, but I'm not going to. So I've reorganised it to be re-delivered on Saturday. So no, I don't know. That's something from eBay, Amazon, or something that someone sent me. But it's definitely today's date, I think. 12th of the 3rd. Yeah, it's definitely for today. So I've reorganised it to come for Saturday. I'll be in Saturday. I'll be going up to the camp on Monday. Now I could go and get it tomorrow, but I'm not going to go anywhere tomorrow. I'm going to just sit and relax and chill out, and I might process them all wood, although I don't really need to at the moment, but it's always good to process it and have it ready, I suppose. Now, it could even be, which I don't think it is, I ordered a cheap bush knife off, I think it's one of the Chinese, or I don't know if it's Chinese or not, Bangkok, or whatever it's called. It's just like a little knife for about 10 quid. But they reckon that's going to take about 6 to 8 weeks, and it's not been that long. So I don't know what this is, unless it's something that Chris sent me again, not told me. Don't know. But they say this is a parcel. So we'll find out what that is on Monday, Saturday when it turns up. Yeah, going back to the base, I did some wall kind of repair work, done the fireplace, my bench bed, where the actual bottom is, where it used to be just like kind of like little logs, kind of like tied together. I've taken them off and I've actually replaced it with pallet wood. And what I've done today, I put like the brackets so you can actually lift it up and close it down without actually taking the whole thing off. And I've also put a padlock on there. Or what I've put in there for now is like, like pots, pans, cups, bottles of water, all my nails and a few little tools. But all my main tools, like my new saw, which I did not use today. That new splitting axe I've still not used yet. My 2 saws, my spade, and a few other things I took back over to Ron's and stuck it in his shed. Once I've got a door on my base, then I can start leaving stuff in there. And because it's raining and I don't want to get stuck, like drenched, because I didn't know how long it's going to rain for, I did put like a couple of tarps on the roof and tied them down. And I was thinking, how many tarps do I really need? Well, although there's 3 up on the base at the moment, and I've got 1 outside to cover the wood up and get the wood kind of like dried out a little bit and not get more wet and rain on it, so it doesn't get all soggy again. I've actually got 4 tarps in use. I think there's one more in the bench bed, and I've got 4 or 5 here. But I'm standing there thinking, well, how many do I need? If that's 2 on the ceiling or on the roof, I need another 3 on the roof. Then I've got to like go around and put tarps inside the shelter as well. So I'm thinking, well, hang on, how many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need at least another 15 tarps to make the shelter, you know, kind of more weatherproof and hopefully rainproof. Although each tarp has got like those little rings in it and you tie them down. What I'm going to also do is like use some tack nails and tap where the 2 ring, well, it's got like 3 ring nails, 3 ring holes, 1 there, 1 in the middle, 1 at the bottom. In between, I'm going to use little tack nails and like tack it down, you know, to make it a bit more secure. And hopefully, you know, the rain won't keep coming in so much. So yeah, I've got, you know, like I say, I've got about 4 or 5 there. I'm going to have to go and buy another 10, I think, to be on the safe side. And I've not even counted the 2 I would probably need on my bench bed. But yeah, like, you know, it's getting there slowly. Right, you know, this is episode 9 now, so that's 9 days, and it's still not finished. Now, if I had other people help me out, that would have probably been finished by now. Because I'm on my own and I'm doing all the work myself, and you know, lugging great big like logs and branches and slates and bricks. You know, it's bloody hard work. You know, I tried to carry 6 bricks from Tom's over to mine, and I couldn't do it because of my hand. So I had to carry them 4 at a time. And, you know, those, you know, because it was in my bag, the bloody bag, material bag, like completely like ripped open. So, and as I, you know, kind of like carrying them, the bricks were swaying around and hitting the back of my legs. So I wouldn't be surprised if my legs are bruised up. But it is getting there slowly, but it's getting there. I reckon, I'd say next time I go there, when I go there Monday, if the weather's good, I'm going to try to get some, you know, decent carrier bags and just go and dig a load of mud, use my gloves, and just like pack that mud around the actual fireplace. I might get some twigs and see if I can scrounge some hay from Ron and make it like a little chimney out of twigs, hay and mud. You know, have it all kind of like mixed in. So what I have to do is like somehow make like a rounded kind of like chimney stack out of wood, and then I've got to like encase that with like mud and hay. If it's going to happen or not, I don't know. Because what I'd have to do is completely cover the whole fireplace first with mud. And once like that's covered, then I've got to somehow put the sticks on and make sure that that is secure. Then I can, you know, like pat all the mud and the hay around the inside and the outside. I might not even bother with sticks. I might just use mud and make like, see, there is something on eBay and on Amazon. It's like a little paper brick thing, yeah. And what you do, you just like get mushed up paper and you put it in this tin thing, and it makes like paper bricks. And I'm thinking, like, you know, if I got one of those, You know, even with mud, you know, and hay, I could make little bricks out of that as well. But I don't need any more bricks. So you know, I've got to sit and try to figure out how I'm going to make like a little chimney. Because looking outside the camp, you know, the fireplace is at least that big outside. You know, kind of thing. You've got the fireplace inside, you've got the wall, then you've got the rest of the fireplace. So I might have to kind of shorten the fireplace down a bit as well. I don't know yet. But I need like a vent, at least a vent to go out. But you'll see on this video when it's uploading anyway. I don't know how long it's going to take because it's still processing through Filmorama, and it's only 34% at the moment on Filmorama. So, hello, Julie. But it's getting there, so, you know, it's getting there. It's just taking a bloody long time. You know, if I had like a lot more energy, you know, I could carry a lot more stuff, but I just don't have the energy. You know, my left arm is killing me today. Well, I was like dragging 4 bricks with my left arm, and I was carrying 1 brick with my right hand. Because this hand was giving me so much pain today, especially those 2 fingers as well. And you know, I did do some more fencing, I'll say, and I had to use the old hammer and nails. But wall 3 is going to take a bit more time to do. You know, there's about not much of a gap above the fireplace. So like that's the fireplace, and I put wood, you know, going on top of each other, and then the top bit to there, you know, there's that much of a gap which I've still got to do. Then I've got to do the corner of the back wall and the right wall. So I need to finish that bit off as well. And I was thinking, like, you know, what I might do is just fucking, instead of like going out and looking for God knows how many sticks, I might just like pack all the gaps up with mud as well. And I saw some guy doing it on his camp that he made. You know, he had to get a lot of mud, well, clay actually. He used clay, hay, mixed all up, and then just like, I think it's a primitive one of the Oriental primitive videos. He just like bugged so much clay. It was unbelievable. Plus, you had to get a lot of water as well. And like I think he was using like reed, you know, from like near the rivers and stuff like that. Unless he was like using dry grass. I think it was dry grass actually. So what he done is got a load of dry grass, a load of mud or clay, and he was like mixing it in. And because the clay wasn't that soft, he had to get loads of water, and he kind of just mixed it all in, and then went around along the wood and just patted it in. And once it was all in, it got water and just like smoothed it all over. Now for me, I'm going to have to keep going to Ron's and getting water all the time. I don't have a bucket. I don't, you know, what I was looking buying was those 15-litre water bucket things, which have like a little tap on. So they're like 12 quid each. And I ain't got no more money until next month. So it means like probably going and keep getting bottles of water. I've got 2 bottles in the actual bench bed locked away. There's 3 bottles over at Ron's, which I did not take. No, every kind of like bottle I find, especially these 2-litre ones, I'm gonna have to keep and like, you know, use those, fill them up, take them over, make the mud, so I can get some hay off Ron. Because I think hay and like mud will actually like hold it properly a lot more. If it's just mud, then it won't really do much of a job to it, because mud will dry out quickly and it can crack quite a lot. But when you've got like mud and hay, it doesn't crack as much. So one gets like these great big kind of round barrels. It looks like a barrel, but it's like bales of hay, and he gets the cheapest ones, and he buys 2, I think, for 25 quid. So I might have to ask him if he can buy me one, and that's going to be plenty. But then I'm going to have the horses coming over. As it was today, I found another 3 lots of horse poop right near my camp. I thought, well, I ain't going to scoop that up. Can't be asked today. I've got too much to do. So I just left it there. And what I might do is make a manure pile somewhere. And every time I do find it, I just scoop it up, put it in a bag, and put it in the manure pile. So I want to make a little garden, but it's going to be a little bit difficult with horses there. So I'm definitely going to have to like make a fencing around my base, and then when I actually make a garden, I'm going to have to do it so like I've got a wire mesh over the top of it. Now, I've never ever really done any kind of planting and gardening, but I want to give it a go. If it works, it works. If it don't work, it don't work. But I finished a little bit earlier today because, I was getting tired lugging bricks around. Now, some people can say, well, I lug bricks around all day. Yeah, because you've probably been doing it a long bloody time. Maybe you're a brickie and you build stuff. Me, I've never built nothing. I've never carried bricks around today, but until today, and man, I tell you, fucking killed me. I thought carrying logs, like tree branches and logs and stuff like that, was heavy, but the bricks were bloody more heavier. So I'll be bloody happy when that bloody fireplace is over and done with. So I'm thinking like, well, maybe I should make the chimney stack out of all bricks. But then the thing is, as I say, like, there's that much of the brickwork and the slates actually outside the wall of my building. Actually, I think I might be able to show you. Hold on. If I can find the video. Fireplace. So that's a fireplace from the front. That's that's actually like going outside of the building. I don't really want it inside because the sparks, they fly up onto the ceiling. Then it's actually definitely gonna like probably catch the wood on fire. So that's that. But if I go on to the video, where is it? Fireplace 3. See, they're the slates and they're the bricks. I've got this big slate there, but is in the way. So I decided that I was going to take that down next time. Right, to put a brick there and a brick there. They like to put bricks on the other side. Here I'll go to the packing up bit. Where is it? Packing up.
So I've got to be a quick one because of that shelf down there probably next time as well. So good fireplace and good.
I don't know if it's showing it properly.
Done this here.
Yeah, I've done all that part of the wall. Still a bit more to do.
Good fireplace.
I didn't get to show you that properly.
I've done this little corner bit here, which I didn't finish. Still need to put small bits on here.
Got to fill that gap up as well.
Another 3 bits there. And something to cover that one up. So, still need work to be done. 12. So what I might do is put some cross beams to do some think and use as well. I think I've got 1, maybe 2 left in there. Not sure.
It's me just talking about the tarps I've got.
Total. 4.
So there's the fireplace from the outside. Looks a bit shitty, don't it, in one way, but you know, you moved that wood out of the way.
25-4. I'm not going to go yet because the kids will be getting on buses. I'm not going to go yet because the kids.
Next time I'm up there, I'll do a better video on it.
Not
because what I've got here, there's a slate on top going across, but I've left a gap right here where these 2 bricks are for the actual smoke to come up and go out. Those I'm removing. I don't like that there. Now I could probably use them and like make it into like a circle, because they're more like, they are like a circle but like only half circle, so I could probably like put them together to make like a circle, like a little stack, and have them there, and then hopefully somehow either use wire to hold them in place and then after putting the wire on, then I can like pack it with mud. So all down here, down this bit here, that needs all covering up with mud. This needs covering up with mud down here. All around the sides when they need covering with mud. Round here, round that side. The front don't really need covering. See, that would be okay. I could probably put a little bit of mud in between the gaps there. But, you know, I've got 2 slates there. The only problem is this bit here. But I'm going to try, you know, put a little bit of wood in that area. And then I'll probably try to pack that up with mud as well. And maybe the front bit. The bottom here is going to be okay. I did find a sheet of metal actually, but it's too big. So I need to find like a small sheet of metal, which is about that size. And then just put that in. Now the metal's going to get hot and it's probably going to like make cracking sounds time to time, but I might actually cover that with mud as well. I don't know. Put a layer of mud on it. So I'll find 2 more of these. So that's what I might do. Like leave that like that. Put mud on top of those, and then put another 2 slates on. So I think there might be 2 more of these over there on Tom's land. Now these ones here, them ones there, bloody bigger and heavier. And I did try to like make it like a funnel, but it just wouldn't work. So all this bit here, all around this area, all around there, it's going to be like packed with mud. Probably have to pack the mud up here as well. You know, that branch wasn't in the way. You'll just see another brick there. You can just see the edge of it. So I'll cover all that with mud. And then somehow I've got to try to make like a funnel kind of thing. But I might take, well, I can't take those out because actually at these bricks here, there's like 4 bricks on top of each other. And that's holding those two what are they called? It's holding them 2 slates there, which is at the back here. So, you know, it's so much bloody work, you know, so much trying to think of what to do and what not to do, and, you know, how to do it and not how to do, and it's just so bloody complicated, you know. So, you know, what do I do? Now, I don't want a massive fireplace. That's one thing I don't want, is a massive one. When I first started mucking around with it, it looked a bit too small. I thought, well, that is going to be too small because, you know, that's not going to give me any heat on a cold night if I stay overnight. So I thought I'll widen it up, which I did widen it up. And when I looked at it then, I thought, yeah, that looks better. No, that, because when I tried it, it was half the size of that. So I then turned around the other way. I thought, no, that looks a bit too small. But when I put them lengthways like that, I thought, yeah, actually, that looks all right. But I've got that bloody log in the way. So I've got to somehow protect that log. So I might have to get another one of these slates anyway and put it crossways, so it won't catch that piece of wood on fire. And like, you know, this should be okay because, you know, it's not going to be like a massive fire inside it. You know, it's just enough to like stick a kettle in there, get a barbecue rack and stick a barbecue rack in there and like cook some food on it. Because once, you know, once the fire is like, you know, lit and it's kind of like not so much in flames, but more kind of like glowing charcoal, then I can put like a saucepan or something on it. Yeah, but you know, doing that, you're going to keep burning your saucepans and frying pans, and they're going to get destroyed quicker than anything else. So I'm going to have to get some kind of like rack for it. The one I've been using is a bit too small for it, so I'm going to have to look for a rack. So next time I go up there, I've got to measure that for me to look for a rack around about that size, I suppose. But I've done all that today, all this wood, because originally that was all down here and going upwards like this one was. But I took them down and I just like started putting wood across, and even that needs like, you know, covering up. I'll probably have to like use, you know, I might have to use mud, you know, all the way inside and outside the bloody camp, the building. So yeah, if I had someone here up there with me, I probably would have had it done by now. No, mud. I can get loads of mud up there. Or what I could use, well, that's going to be a bit pongy, I suppose. I could use the manure, the horse crap, and mix that in with the mud, because the horse manure's got hay in it. So I could use some of that. So I could use mud, horse crap, and straw. Combine it all together. Should work. Because I was also thinking about that metal water tank. I think I could use that, because that's got like a little hole at the back where the smoke can go out. But I still need to somehow construct like a funnel for it. I've been looking on YouTube on other builds of like fireplaces. There are a few good ones, but some people have made them just out of mud, no bricks or whatever. Well, actually clay, not mud. I keep saying mud, but I've seen like the what are they called, the primitive ones, where they've made it out of like clay and straw, and that's all they've used. They've not used no stones or bricks or anything. So I'm going to have to start looking at those videos again and taking a few notes, because it's just like I'm just trying to think and do it in my own idea kind of thing, and trying to get the idea to work. And if it works, then and other people see, oh, great idea, yeah, I can do that. I don't mind people like copying my idea, but it's just so much of a time-taking project. Like if I didn't do that fireplace today, I could have done more on the walls and got some of the walls a bit more kind of like straightened out, and probably put more twigs in them to cover some of those gaps up. But I really wanted to get the fireplace started today, which I did do. But it's not finished yet. So what I'll probably do when I got there next week, I might continue with the fireplace and get the mud and try to get some straw, and do it that way. Or I might just leave it until I've completed the complete walls. I still need to do the front walls and the doorway yet. So I might have to just wait until I've done all that first. There's no big rush, because it's still not really summer yet, is it? Now, when summer comes and we've got the longer daylight time, when it doesn't get dark till about 8-9 o'clock time, then I can be up there till about 8 o'clock at night. If I decide to stay overnight, then I can stay overnight. But I've got to wait till the building is built enough, especially with a door there, so I'm kind of more secure. So I was also going to take that sawhorse down and rebuild that as well today, but I thought, no, that can wait. I also need to make myself a ladder. I thought, no, that'll have to wait. I just want to get onto the fireplace today. Do a bit more fixing on the walls, and then move on to the fireplace. So if I didn't sit and cook my dinner and made drinks, I could have got more work done. But you need to get your energy back by taking a break and something to eat and drink. I've got my bloody bag of coffee and everything as well. Lucky I'd 2 spare ones with me in one of my bag pockets. I completely forgot to take the original ones up. I did notice I had one of the Oxos in there, which Chris sent me up. So it wasn't one of those days where I kept forgetting things. I was a little bit annoyed that I've got it, or I couldn't find it, yeah. But Yeah, I did take a bottle of orange squash up with me as well, which I drunk up there. And that little small fire keeps going out all the time. I leave it for about half hour and it's completely out. So I just can't be bothered to keep, making a new fire. Twice I made that fire, and within half an hour each time it was out. So I need to get some longer burning wood. Right, so how long is it taking now? It's only 45% of the video being joined up and exported. So you're talking about an hour for that to be done. And once that's done, I can upload it, and that's going to take another 2 hours. So you're talking about possibly 11 o'clock before anyone can watch it. Right, I'm off. Going to see what I can do. I've got to do a couple of things in here today, actually. I've got to try to remember what I've done with my coffee and everything. For one. Two, I don't know if I want to cook anything today. I didn't cook all the barbecue again. Still got enough there. I had enough there for about another 3 sticks, but I can't be bothered to cook it. Mushrooms kept falling off. Kept breaking. As soon as you put a mushroom on a stick, it just like cracked and broke and fell off. So I gave up with the mushrooms. So all the mushrooms I cut up, I brought back home and stuck in the fridge. But yeah, I'm going to go and make myself another cup of coffee and watch a few videos on making fireplaces. So I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Ciao.